Hello, Medicare Adventures! Thank you for joining me on another step in our Medicare journey together. My name is Chris Tucker, your Medicare guide, and today I'm going to answer the question of how to save money on your prescription drug costs. So, let's get right into the jungle and get started on the next leg of our journey. First, an option is discounts with the company that creates the drug. Many companies have sponsorships or scholarships or discounts associated with certain individuals. You can submit for these discounts and such by reaching out to that particular pharmaceutical company and see what options may be available. Letting them know your situation, the cost of the drugs relative to your income. There's many different things that they may or may not take into consideration. It's up to them as far as what discounts they do offer and how they provide those discounts. But it's always worth to be able to give that a try. The next thing is generic versus brand name. Now, many times we all like having the best stuff as far as maybe with food or other things. But when it comes to your drug costs, sometimes switching to a generic version of the drug, as long as you have no reactions to it, and as long as it gives you the same benefits, can also be a great blessing for you. Considering that the cost of a generic drug is cheaper for the insurance company, usually generic drugs are within the first couple tiers of a prescription drug plan's cost. And so the copays are either going to be non-existent or going to be very, very low, especially compared to brand name drugs. And so that would be another thing to consider and take into account as you think about ways to be able to save money on your prescription drug costs. The next thing we're going to talk about is GoodRx or programs like it. GoodRx, as an example, is basically a coupon card. It allows you to be able to purchase drugs directly from a pharmacist, and they provide you a discount. And you can have an app on your phone or just show a card and then be able to experiment and see if you might be able to save some money on that particular drug. Not always a guarantee that you're going to save a lot or that the cost of the drug will be less than if you use your plan, because you do have to keep that in mind as well. When you do purchase these drugs using the GoodRx or other plans like it, you are not able to use your insurance. The idea of these GoodRx plans, although they cannot replace your Part D requirement to enroll in a drug plan, the GoodRx plans do require that you are not using your prescription drug plan or the prescription drug plan portion of your Medicare Advantage plan to be able to pay for those drugs. It's like double dipping. Can't get both. All right. And then the fourth and the next thing is the extra help. Now, this is for individuals who meet certain income thresholds. And we're actually going to have a separate segment on the extra help and what are the different levels of extra help. And so just keep in mind this extra help is for those who are lower income, maybe in some cases even considered at the poverty level. And those numbers change from year to year. And so if you're watching this video and it's not 2021, be sure to check as far as for what those numbers are currently, so that way you are aware of benefits that would be there to bless you and to be able to help you. And then speaking of different government programs, one of the great places and resources to be able to reach out to is the State Health Insurance Assistant Programs, otherwise known as SHIP. And these programs, or this department of the government, actually works with individuals to be able to help them with the cost of their prescription drugs or other medical costs, things like that. They make sure that you're taking advantage, depending on your income level, you're taking advantage of all the options that would be available to you as a Medicare beneficiary to make sure that this jungle that we are working through is as easy for you to be able to work through as possible. ultimately, all of these resources are here to be able to help you age with dignity. It breaks my heart as I traverse through the jungle and I meet up with other Medicare adventurers, and they are cutting their pills in half, or they're doing other things to try to extend their pills because they can't afford to be able to refill their prescription drugs. Let's use these resources to be able to make sure that your prescription drug costs are as low demand as possible on your salary and on the income that you receive. Thank you so much for watching with me today. I am so excited to have shared this information with you. If you have any questions about maybe in your particular situation, if any of these options would work to be able to help you with lowering your prescription drug costs, please do not hesitate to give me a call. My information is in the description below. My number is 480-712-7836. Again, that is 480-712-7836. I would be honored to be your Medicare guide and help you traverse this jungle as you go through your Medicare adventure. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you in our next adventure.